If I get hurt at work in Virginia and I go back for light duty and get fired for a bogus reason, can I still get workers' compensation? The answer is no. Let me tell you what happened to John. John was working in a warehouse. A package of frozen produce came down and crushed his hand. Unfortunately, he had to have several surgeries. After his sixth surgery, the doctor gave him a note and said he couldn't work. His warehouse manager called the doctor and said, well, we've got some one-handed work for John. And the doctor said, okay, if it's one-handed work, we can send him back to work. And so this was the job they gave John. They took a chair just like this, and they put it in the men's room, and they said, John, you're our new men's room attendant. And so even though they had a janitorial service that kept the men's room clean, that was his job. They made him sit in the men's room all day long. So he's a pretty smart guy. He knew what they were trying to get him to do. Obviously, they were trying to get him to quit. But he wouldn't quit. One day, his manager came and said, hey, John, can you go and get these janitorial supplies? Well, John pulled out his restrictions and said, can you get someone to help me? Those things are big and bulky. I can only do one-handed work. And the warehouse manager said, well, John, are you refusing to do this? And he said, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you I need help to do this. They started arguing. John lost his temper, and he got fired. And he got fired for cause. And we had a workers' compensation hearing. Unfortunately, the workers' compensation judge held that he was insubordinate. They had a good reason for firing him, and that he wasn't entitled to workers' compensation. So, if you go back to work after you've been hurt, just be very careful not to give your boss a reason to fire you. Injured? Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Geoff McDonald and Associates.